Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today I'll be reviewing the S.H.Figuarts 1.0 and 2.0 Super Saiyan Gohan. Now this is one of the very first 1.0 figures. I believe it went Piccolo, Super Saiyan Goku, and then Gohan in terms of the order of release. I could be wrong. And we're also looking at one of the very first 2.0 figures, which is the battle damaged Cell Saga Gohan. And they are very similar figures between the two, so that's why I'm looking at them today. So first up, the 1.0 figure out of the box comes with a fair amount. A lot of the 1.0 figures did tend to do that, which is pretty cool. So we get the figure itself, we get 6 faces, an alternate head sculpt for Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2, as well as his sort of Piccolo-inspired cloak. For the 2.0 figure, it's a little bit different. So we get the figure itself, we get 5 faces, as well as an alternate Super Saiyan 1 head sculpt and several different hands. But it is also recreating specifically your battle damaged Gohan, so it's safe to assume you wouldn't get the Piccolo cloak. And when they did do this sort of 3.0 figurine, a couple of years ago and re-released last year, that one did come with the looks that you needed. So, we've got a more modern interpretation of that, and I'm guaranteed there's going to be a new Super Saiyan 2 Gohan at some point. But taken out of the box and put on display, here are the figures. And you can see out of the box they do represent 2 different eras of figures. You can see where S.H.Figuarts had grown, but in general they look pretty good. Size-wise they are very similar, which is pretty cool that didn't really change all that much over the years. But the shade of purple, the quality of the plastic just feels way different, the finish is way different, colours, everything like that. Now we'll go straight into posability. So the 1.0 Gohan's got a ball joint in the head and neck, arm can rotate all the way around. It's got a floating shoulder piece which pops off pretty easily, upper arm swivel, bend at the elbows, ball hinge at the wrist. And a lot of his joints are old, so things do pop off fairly easily. It's got a ball joint in the waist, as well as a floating belt. You can do the splits that far, kick forward and back that far, swivel at the ball joint at the waist. You can do bend at the knees, pivot at the ankle, and hinge at the toes. The 2.0 Gohan's got a ball joint in the head and neck. It's a little bit loose for my liking, but it's alright. His arm can rotate all the way around, butterfly in, upper arm swivel, bend at the elbows, ball hinge at the wrist, ball joint in the chest, as well as one at the waist as well for some added movement. It is a 2.0 figure after all. You can do the splits that far, kick forward and back that far, swivel at the upper thigh, bend at the knees, pivot at the ankle, as well as a hinge at the toes. Now both figures have very similar posability and similar range of motion. The 1.0's articulation is actually surprisingly good considering how old the figure is. It's just a lot of the joints feel really loose and do fall off a lot. Just, age of the figure, it's one of those sorts of things. And the 2.0 is no slouch either. Even with the asymmetrical sculpt, that doesn't hinder or change the posability at all, which is pretty cool with the battle damaged Gohan. Now for faces, the 1.0 has a serious neutral look out of the box. He's got a serious face looking to the side. He's got a smirking face. He's got a teeth clenched angry face, as well as a shouting face looking to the side. He does also come with a sort of neutralish happy face, which sort of matches the Goku aesthetic as well as the initial arrival of this look of Gohan during the Cell games. And of course all of these faces are compatible with the alternate hair sculpt as well. The 2.0 Gohan comes with a serious face out of the box. He's got the same expression looking to the side. He's got a teeth clenched angry face. He's got a mouth open shouting face, as well as a big screaming face with his eyes closed because it's just him about to turn Super Saiyan 2. The detail work on this is considerably dated because the closed eyes make him look very cartoony and not like serious sort of anime-ish. Like looks very simply designed, if that makes sense. This is something that they did improve later with expressions and detail on all of the Dragon Ball figures. This is forgiven for being as old as it is. Again, this is to indicate him turning Super Saiyan 2. The faceplate is compatible with the Super Saiyan 1 hair sculpt, as is all the other faceplates. So that's something at least. And with the accessories, posability, everything like that, you can get these figures into some fairly decent poses. The cloak on the 1.0 Gohan is just one big piece of plastic, so you can't really get anything out of that, but it is a nice little display option. But you can get the figures into some fairly decent poses, you know, of course the iconic Father-Son Kamehameha pose, and everything else in between. But yeah, they're pretty decent figures, nothing too crazy. The updated 3.0 Gohan is significantly better in pretty much every way, and I'm sure that the upcoming, you know, even though it hasn't been said at this point as of recording, the upcoming Super Saiyan 2 Gohan that they will inevitably do will definitely be a step up from all of this, and it'll be probably another showstopper figure. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you all next time.